a lot of other places they don't have that fear. And let's keep in mind that Ferguson is considered a county. This is the county. This is not the cities. They like this is this is the tip of the iceberg. We get ready to go to the city. I started talking to some East St. Louis cats. These police out here are mild mannered compared to the police in those rural black areas, those black hoods. So you call this ain't no hood. They try to make it like this a hood. This ain't there's no Section 8 housing up in Canfield. Okay, so that's why I really believe that all of this madness kicked off because this didn't happen. And yes, this is bad. This is a little bad area. It was bad, but that's because they ran this. They've ran the city down. Our government have ran our city down. Ain't
How's
trying
that?
to ain't is not giving us not giving the community any resources to
Mm-hmm.
build again. You know, to educate these young kids, and if they do, it's all the way across town. Like, how they gonna get there? You know, so yeah, we've been lobbying right now to get a Center for Hope and Peace right up there in West Florida. So right now, and we talked to the Billy Graham people today, and I've been talking with them all week.
Billy
Uh,
Graham people.
yeah, the Billy Graham and
Okay.
company. So they
All
had
right, Billy
come.
Graham was a good man. He saw what was going on with the blacks during that time period. He actually went with them, and I guess they called him a nigger lover too. I mean, because he actually went out to them like Jesus would have
Yeah,
done. Reaching out to people and things like that. I'm sorry for saying that, but I mean, that name, the N word, is something that needs to be done with. It needs to be dealt with because there's so much, like I said, this anger. Again, we talked about the KKK. They just terminated some officers from the Cleveland Police Department who had used that racial slur. I hate the N word, basically. I mean, what do you think about that? All this stuff is coming out.
well, like I said before, it's been there. Now it's starting to. They starting to show their ugly bellies. You know,
Hmm.
but it's been there. I seen it my whole life. You know.
All
I
right.
mean, it's not no secret to us. We
Okay.
seen this, and now we knowing. That's why I know it's getting close to a fight.
Okay, yeah, that's why I'm asking this over and over again. I'm kind of beating sometimes a dead horse, but I see that myself very acutely. And, when I first got here, I had predicted that, it was going to blow up and it was going to flare up. And look what's happened here now. Now with Eric Garner and with this little boy Tamir and just all over the place. I mean, it's a ticking time bomb. And so, we find ourselves, our country, in a very volatile situation. I mean, again, what can we
So
do? I'm sorry. I know you're tired, man. I mean, and here we are rambling at 1:30 in the morning. But brother, I don't want to see people get hurt. What does your Creator tell you? What does God tell you? I mean, what can we do? Advice can you give the president? If you could say something to President Obama and Attorney General Holder.
and I say, President, man, honestly, right now they owe the American people an apology for not stepping in because by them taking this long to step in caused more harm in the community. Because we're having something like this on this level happen in the black area, and then our government not do more to de-escalate the situation. They made no attempts. Every time they refer to any assistance where it deal with like um, dispatching the National Guard and getting extra police to come out here. It never never at any point talked about the safety of the protesters. All they talked about is the safety of the police, the same police that shot and killed somebody. So they was basically admitting wrongdoing without publicly saying it. You know,
Mhm.
cause why else would they need to be doing all of this? Y'all know that this cop deserved to be killed and shot, and y'all expect somebody to do
Whoa.
it. So it's real deep. Like when I start thinking about it, um, I say, man, that's why I got to be out here because they always try something. They want to kick this war off, man. We
Okay.
we can't let them kick this war off because the innocent's going to be sacrificed first.
Okay. That's what I was just going to bring up here. People are going to die. And the ones that always usually die are the children, the innocent kids who just happen to be playing outside and, some missile lands and takes off their head. Imagery, which is now also becoming very common now, that it's highly desensitizing of people. It's almost becoming normal and stuff. What are we going to do here, brother?
Only thing we can do right now is, man, we gotta try to unify the people, man. We gotta start
Okay.
coming together. These police, man, they ain't even organized, but we're not organized as a people. We outnumber them, you know what I'm saying? So we can make demands, and like bro was saying before, like
You see
back in the,
yourself as a leader?
do I see myself as a leader?
Yes.
I see myself as a leader that links or tries to find other leaders so that we can move out as a group, you know what I'm saying? It's time out for like having these leaders and this one person standing out there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I consider myself as like an ambassador, so to speak, trying to talk to the different people, see where they coming from, and then tell people like, man, these folks is good folks, man. These people with us, you
All
know.
right.
And
Right. And you were actually able to stop uh, someone that had come out last week when I was here. Um, a very angry young black man had been marching, I think probably straight for 6, 7 hours. I had seen him in the beginning
all day,
yelling
he was
all
up there
day.
all
Yes,
day.
he was just yelling non-stop, all this energy coming out. And then the NAACP marched up, and basically, long story short, they got kicked out. I don't know how else to say it. It was pretty
Well, they
embarrassing.
they got kicked out, but they kind of didn't. They kind of just bogart. They had started their march anyway, but I was really kind of hurt that those groups did not try to acknowledge,
The people.
yeah, the people that was down there, or even try to before they start, to try to talk to somebody, to show some concern, act like you guys been out here.
Okay.
It was over 100 days, and you know, I've been out there, me and a few
Every
others.
single day.
Yeah, we've been out there, and then for them to come down here and not to even acknowledge us, it's almost like, and constantly and throughout these movements, they made a lot of the protesters that's out there from day one, their contribution invalid. And then so these bigger name folks start planning behind the scenes about what they want to do with a community. I mean, this is the type of crap that's going on right now. We got a bunch of people making plans on what they gonna do. What like they already talking about,
The
moving the
memorial.
memorial from out of the middle of the street.
I heard about that.
And I myself was trying to be the voice of reason. I said, first of all, man, you guys don't really. I don't want to say like they don't have a right, but in the same breath to say they don't have a right to move the memorial. And I don't care even if they did get, you know, Mike Brown Sr. and the mother of Mike Brown, to say that they want to move the memorial. I think that that's a by doing that without including the people, that does us an injustice.
That's like the slap in the face almost.
Yeah, I mean, and then let's go back, and I'm gonna tell you why I say this because
Mhm.
when something like this happens to us, this happens to a nation of us. This
Okay.
was a modern day lynching. They tried to make this to be a reminder to us of what they will do and can do to us. Okay, so this was bigger than the person that actually died. This was the sacrifice, you know. So in that memorial, at least for me, I know it symbolized to me. I know who the enemy is. Okay, this is the first memorial ever to be erected in the middle of the street anywhere. And this thing stayed there, it's still here. Now they trying to come up with some way to get it out the middle of the street, and they want to do some pacify. Oh, We get you a nice place, you know. We the owner already talking about, you know, paying for a piece of the property here so they can get this thing finalized. And I said, man, hold on, man, y'all making all these plans and y'all ain't talked to none of the people. I mean, think about it. It's been the residents of Canfield, the ones that's been participating, you know, standing out there, man, making sure that memorial is still there, you know?
Right, right.
So I mean, and then making sure that it's not a violent situation. Look, we got people from coast to coast. This is a monument,
Right.
man. You know,
Ground zero.
right? This is a place where people come, man. I done met so many people. I met people from Palestine. You know, he came down here with his family. I posted on our Facebook page, but you know, people comes from all over, and we wanted to make sure that the neighborhood was safe because we knew the police did not want it there, so they're not going to come out there if anything happens. So we knew we was on our own. So we said, man, you know what? We're going to protect our neighborhood. And we've been doing that, you know? And no, I'm not going to call no cops if something happens. You know why? Because the cops have not earned the right to lock any of my people up. I'm sorry.
Uh huh. Wow, that is deep, man. And so, what do you say to the protesters out there, the people that are in solidarity from all over the world, Palestine, any oppressed people who are under controlling dominion of the elitists, people who don't care about people in general? I mean, that's really what it's all about. It's about, people not caring. And I mean, what do you say to them? I mean, what kind of hope, faith,